veil or the burqa, a piece of cloth you shouldn't be wearing on your Tinder profile picture. Burqa is a garment which is worn by plenty of Muslim women around the world. It's a garment which really often leaves the Western world horrified, along with pity. Often when the burqa makes news, it makes for all the wrong reasons. Always someone trying to hide or escape. It's always sensational.
She reportedly donned a traditional Islamic burqa in an attempt to sneak into a plastic surgeon's office unnoticed.
Kim Kardashian in a burqa. Does it look bad or does she make it work out?
Yes, that's probably the only thing Kim Kardashian hasn't endorsed, and also probably the only thing she shouldn't endorse. And if burqa is not in the news, then of course we have Homeland on our TV screens every day. A show which should frankly come with the tagline, Homeland. Let us show you how truly up the people of Middle East are. See, the point is, for most of the women who wear the burqa, it's a matter of being humble with their bodies. Yes, it's simply that. There is no force, no pressure, social or legal. The women choose to wear it.
This is a free choice. This is something that I choose to wear. I disagree that it's some right-wing ideology. It is something that is permitted in Islam. I have a master's degree in mechanical engineering, and I am free to do whatever I want, and this is a choice that I want to make. And just because somebody doesn't accept my interpretation of Islam or personally like it, doesn't mean that we can use laws to violate people's freedom of expression and freedom of religion.
But let me just ask you this. When you go to the airport, you understand there are going to be obligations. They're going to have to check you for security like they check all the rest. When you get a driver's license, do they take a picture with or without your veil on?
Absolutely. I want everyone to know that as a Muslim woman, as a Muslim in America, I am just as concerned about safety and security as everybody else, and I have no problem whatsoever accommodating any security issues that come about when I enter a bank, when I go to the airport, when I go to the DMV. I show my face, and actually in Islam, we are required to show our identity when we're in a court system giving testimony. This is absolutely something that is essential for the security and identification of people, but that doesn't mean that I should be banned completely from what I choose to do.
Well said, Hiba. And wrong choice, CNN. A man who had to resign as the governor after being caught in a sex scandal, moderating a debate on women issues is like M&M chocolates being featured in a diabetes awareness campaign. As the women mentioned, nobody's forcing them to wear it. I honestly, as a Muslim man, will flip if my girlfriend or my wife one fine day randomly comes to me and says, honey, I'm going to wear a burqa from today. I think it fits me pretty well. No, wait, what? I'm the man of the house, and I command you to take this thing off right now. Take it off. Pretty patriarchal, don't you think? See, I do accept that it does look creepy. I'll agree to that. A person covered from head to toe, creepy, of course. But there's so many other weird customs which are equally creepy and weird to everyone else, but completely normal for people who are practicing it. For example, purity balls, where daughters and fathers dance. Yes, that's a father and a daughter dancing. And the girl is promising her dad, I promise, daddy, I'm going to stay a virgin till I get married. Good girl. Good girl. Very good. Now that frankly is creepy. Yes, go ahead and Google that. It does happen. I'm not making it up. Forget about all that. I, as an Indian immigrant in this great country, have often failed to explain a lot of things in the Indian culture to my American friends. For example, arranged marriage. How the hell can two people actually get married without knowing each other? Bizarre, right? What's more bizarre is that these marriages often work out pretty well. Or why in Indian movies people suddenly start dancing? Like boom, song and dance. Somebody dies, song and dance. Somebody gets married, song and dance. I can't. But hey, have we ever questioned how can a guy start throwing spider webs from his wrist and swing around Manhattan? I was bitten by a spider and now I'm Spider-Man. I throw webs out of my wrist. Yeah. Dancing around trees is still more plausible. There's some really weird customs around the world, and I haven't even begun to talk about some Russian customs yet. The ignorance and people not knowing enough about the burqa can really lead to some absurd reactions, which are, let's just say, offensive. Here you see how people in Australia reacted while this social experiment was carried out.
People are staring, seriously staring. I'm stealing yours.
I don't know how I'm drinking my coffee.
This guy actually walked past, turned around and had another good look.
You're very, you got it. If you thought I was real.
A lot of anger.
I can't see yours.
Why have you got yours covered and they haven't?
Because it's my choice.
Your choice is
Well,
right.
that's ridiculous. It's not in a free country then. Why are you so angry?
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 The sight of you
want
not.
And I'm not suggesting some very American or Australian things to maybe make the American people a bit more comfortable towards the burqa. Nobody's saying, let's introduce a burqa segment in Miss America. And now the models will strut it out for our judges in the beautiful burqa round. Oh yeah, beautiful models in beautiful burqa. Nobody can see their faces, but they are beautiful. Nobody is suggesting anything of such sort. Only if we stop being so ignorant about it and educated ourselves a little bit, maybe we can understand. In New Zealand, after a woman in a burqa was not allowed to get on the bus, listen to how the authorities reacted and discussed these steps to ensure that a similar incident is not repeated in the country.
When you are in a position of, whatever level of power or control, controlling the entry to a public bus, or running a shop, or working in a government department, being an employer, then you have a responsibility to respect and honour the Bill of Rights and the right to freedom of religious belief. And Glyn is right. We have a good, long-standing process here of interfaith dialogue, in which both the Federation of Islamic Associations and the Christian Network participate, and we have been able to work through these issues.
That's it. He said it. That's all that is required, really. An interfaith dialogue on various cultures. You don't even need freaking seminars. You have Google it. It's free. I swear I use it all the time. That's it. Let's not be ignorant and be willing to say that, yes, I don't understand how the can these women even breathe, but it's okay. We won't be a society of judgmental pricks, and it's okay. It's absolutely fine. See, one of the primary reasons why there's so much spotlight suddenly on the subject of burqas these days is because it is being politicized. And like anything else that politics touches, turns to.
Now, Europe's battle against Islam continues. Last week, the Belgian House voted for a bill to ban the niqab, the full facial veil that Muslim women wear.
When you hide your face to somebody, I am the victim. I am, because you refuse me to see who you are. And this is not acceptable.
You say that wearing the burqa or the niqab is an affront to the French values of equality, of secularity, of dignity. Is freedom not also a French value?
It is, but the freedom stops where the law says it.
Yes, Belgium and France have already banned it. And I highly recommend passing another law which bans French ministers speaking in English. When you refuse to see me who you are. And recently, Canada's Stephen Harper tried to make it a national political issue in his campaign.
Because for Conservative Party leader Stephen Harper, the biggest issue this election isn't the recession. It isn't about over 1,000 missing and murdered Native women. Hell, it's not even about Canada's increased military aggression abroad. It's about Canadian Muslim women and what they wear.
Would Canadians, contrary to our own values, embrace a practice at that time that is not transparent, that is not open, and frankly is rooted in a culture that is anti-women?
I absolutely love the way the Sikh gentleman sitting behind is nodding away. Yes, I absolutely agree with you, Mr. Harper. Absolutely with you. Today it's the burqa, tomorrow it can be the turban, against which legislation might be introduced, and I'm totally cool with it. I'm with you. Absolutely with you, sir. But what's more bizarre is that the number of women wearing the burqa in these countries, it's so small that it's surprising it has become a matter of national political interest.
But what is interesting is if you look in the Belgian example, you have, and the government estimates this, about anywhere from 25 to 50 people that actually wear this thing in Belgium out of about 1 million Muslims. So is it actually a problem? Is this something that's sweeping the Belgian countryside? Well, no, it's not. So they're firing a shot across the bow saying that, look, we believe that Europe is this, and you are not conforming to this.
In Canada, less than 2% of Muslim women wear the burqa. Also in France, the number of women wearing the niqab is less than 2,000. That's almost 1 in 50,000. It's such a small number, I'm almost certain more people will turn out for a Creed concert, the rock band so bad that it was famously sued by their own fans. There's so many other important issues and threats. Start giving things importance that should not be important in the first place. But for the few women who do wear it, it's a very serious matter. And they strongly feel their freedom is at stake. As this French woman explains.
Donc on n'a pas le choix. On n'a pas de choix. Vous, vous avez un choix et moi, j'ai pas de choix. C'est ça la vie. Vous, vous avez le droit de vous habiller comme je veux. Moi, j'ai pas le droit. C'est ça la liberté? C'est ça la vie? Vous avez le droit d'être heureuse et moi, je suis heureuse comme ça, j'ai pas le droit. C'est ça? C'est ça l'égalité? Donc vous, vous êtes heureuse et moi, je serai pas heureuse. Ça, c'est l'égalité? Non.
She's angry. Very angry. Very, very angry. It's just not right to tell someone what to wear and what not to wear. By banning the burqa, the majority population of these countries is effectively preventing Muslim women from exercising their basic human right to do what they want with their very own bodies and express themselves how they see fit. And with that, now let's talk about the flip side. And if you are one of those Muslim fundamentalists who are enjoying my rant so far and going, woohoo, buckle up. Because you're probably not going to like what I'm going to say next. Now, of course, if forcing women to take off the burqa is not acceptable, it's equally important not to force them to wear it, socially or legally. And often, in a lot of places, women are forced to cover their faces. And if not, they are judged and the character is assassinated. Many countries, they can be prosecuted. And I have no apprehensions in saying that there are several pseudo-fake religious scholars who behave like they are the protectors of the religion and put on a show, making mockery of everything. These should be the first people who should be put behind bars. Here, just look how this Egyptian cleric forces a woman to put on a scarf so that his pious image is maintained.
برا في الحياة الطبيعية بتتعامل مع ستات مسلمات بدون حجاب. لازم عشان نعمل لقاء اعمل كده؟ بعد اذنك. اذا ما عمل كده عشان هنظهر قدام الناس فنعمل تمثيلية. عارفة منظرك كده؟ يشهد الله انه ابهى. لا انا بقى متقبلة.
Just watch on how the cleric totally flips when confronted by a question on sexual harassment by clerics performing exorcism.
هذا الكلام تعريض. غير الموضوع. تكلمي في امور تهم الناس، تكلمي في امور عامه، تكلمي في حياتنا الواقع المهين، لكن ان تقولي هذا الكلام تعريض.
Well done, cleric. Shame on you. It's very, very important for the common man to understand this. Hey, look, it's a religion which has stood tall for centuries. The concept of Islam has prevailed much worse things. It will not come down because a woman is not covering her head if she chooses to. Where the hell is this insecurity coming from? Jokes, books, cartoons are not going to diminish Islam's values. But religious fanatics and their stupid acts in the name of the religion definitely will. And of course, now suddenly that I'm not speaking in a tongue which agrees with you, yes, I'm talking to you, Mr. Fundamentalist, you just call me an American pig. Or an American dog, I don't know. Okay, so let me just sit back and let an Islamic scholar clarify some facts for you.
There is not a single verse in the complete Quran, nor is there a single hadith, a sahih hadith, in any of the hadith of the Prophet which says that the face should be covered.
Niqab's not mentioned in the Quran. Boom! Mic drop! Suck on that! Damn! So now that you have been listening to my rant for quite some time, and I'm, of course, not the real John Oliver, but poor man's John Oliver, I should frankly end this. All I want to say is, listen, why can't we let the women decide what to wear and what not to wear? And most importantly, not be judgmental pricks. How can we as a society in 2015 pass dress codes? And it's not only about the law. Stop being so judgmental and accept that there are multiple cultures on this planet and not everyone is shopping at JCPenney. Next time, when you come across a woman who is either dressed like this or dress like this, we'll not say, damn, she's a bomb. Oh, she might have a bomb. Bomb? Might have a